I laugh and say that I performed an exorcism on a house yesterday because that's what it seemed like.
Hey guys, Jose had to step out for today. I'm taking over. If you guys don't know me already, my name is Zach Young, the head of marketing here. I'm here with Shelly Nelson. She's over at Restyled Spaces, and she is coming on today to talk to us a little bit about home furnishing, about staging your unit, and a little bit about Restyled Spaces themselves. Shelly, it's really great to have you on.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm super pumped about this. You know, it was a little bit of kind of sporadic, but at the end of the day, I feel like this works out the best way it can. You know, this is awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks for having me.
Cool. So, you know, we're really just like, I'm sure that this podcast style is a little odd for some viewers and also for some speakers as well. But really it's more organic. So I just wanted to say this, first off, it's great having you on, but tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit of background, like, you know, Restyled yourself, just go for it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, first of all, my name is Shelly Nelson. I have to get used to saying that because I just got married. So
show them that ring. That is nice.
But so I'm a home stager and I'm an interior decorator, and it's kind of funny because no one would have probably ever thought this, but so I was a senior manager at FedEx for 16 years. Okay. So I have a corporate background. That's kind of how I grew up and gained a lot of my business experience. Mm-hmm. Then I decided that I was tired of that and doing the whole corporate America thing, and decided to open my own store. So I had a 10,000 square foot home decor consignment store. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
So that's really where I developed my passion for decorating and helping other people. And I realized, like, oh my gosh, I love to do this. Mm-hmm. So I decided just to go out on my own with just the interior decorating, and then added home staging to it as well. So yeah, I know it's really fun and it's really exciting. And I really feel like I get to help people. Like it makes me feel like I'm making a difference. Like I get to go into a home and see it one way, and then I get to like change it around. Yeah. And then when I leave, I like have smiley faces and everybody's happy, and it's just it's really fun. It's very rewarding.
That is so cool. You took a passion of yours and you just turned it straight into a business.
Absolutely.
That's so cool.
Yep.
Okay, and then so how long has Restyled been around?
So Restyled Spaces, the staging part of my business, has been around for 2 years.
Okay.
So cool. I've always done decorating and everything, but it was kind of along with my store, and now this is what I'm solely focused on.
Cool. And so let's say if I was a realtor and I wanted to like hire you, how does that kind of look? Like what is that kind of, how do you guys work that out?
Okay. So basically it's kind of interesting. Staging can be in different levels. A lot of people think that, hey, I have this vacant home and she's going to bring furniture, she's going to decorate it, it's going to be pretty, I'm going to sell the house, she picks it up, right? That is true. That's one way. What I have a lot of realtors that use me for is I do a $75 walk-around consultation.
Cool.
So a lot of realtors will use me as a competitive edge for them against other realtors, and they will have me come into the home. I do a complete walk-around from the front door, go through the entire home, and give them my ideas and suggestions on what they need to do to get ready for pictures and for the best look. And that could be, hey, we need a pressure wash, we need windows done, we need this pantry needs to be, the kitchen pantry, because that's important, or the master closet. There's little things like that. There's a lot of little things that you can do, or the way you have furniture placed, which really is most pleasing, and it's different than decorating.
Totally.
So a lot of people think, well, my house is decorated cute, and that's fine, that's great. But number one, it's your person. It's decorated to your personality, and we want the masses to be able to visualize themselves in the home, and you want it to look as large as possible. So there's like a lot of little tips and stuff I can give people, and I have a lot of great vendors and stuff that I work with, so then I can have the solution to the problem as well.
Gotcha.
I can set you up with pressure washers, set you up with window cleaners, and things like that. So it's kind of nice, and for my realtors, they love it because I can make them look like a rock star, because I go in and take care of it, and then the clients continue working, with me throughout the process, and I can help them like calm them down, relax, it's fine, we can get through this, we can do this, we're going to get this home sold. So
and I'm sure once the home buyers or home sellers get to see, the home stage itself, right, it starts to kind of add this, okay, the ball's really rolling, right? Things are happening. Yeah. My home's going to get sold, and probably for a good top dollar, because she just made my home look beautiful.
Yeah. It does. It makes a huge difference. I've had, like I said, so rewarding to me, and I love it. It's like a game. It's like really a game to me. Like, how fast can we get an offer to come in here? Can we get it over, listing price? And so it's fun, it's fun for me. And I think the realtors love the passion that I have for it too, because I want them to succeed, because it's not about this staging, that's $1,500 or $2,000. It's not about that. It's building relationships. Because I want this to be something that we can work on together for years and years and years to come.
Yeah, that's so cool. And you're really just bringing their vision to life. Okay.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you, like, you said you've been for how long? So you said for 2 years. We talked about what brought you into it. We kind of talked about that with interior design a little bit. And then what would you say kind of starts to separate you guys as Restyled from maybe your competitors and some other people? So the realtor was wondering.
Sure. So basically, like I said, my experience. I have a lot of experience.
Sure.
There's some stagers out there that have never even owned their own home before. I've built homes, I've sold homes, I've bought homes, I've helped, I've decorated many homes. And just my years of experience. I've done this for a really long time. So
So yeah, you know how to separate what you think is good versus what the masses, like we kind of talked about, which
Exactly.
is like I've had a lot of sample audience to say from a lot of different homes, this is what generically works, or specifically to this, maybe they have a specific type of listing, this is what tends to work with
Right,
that.
exactly. And not only that, but to be honest with you, I think above everything else is my customer service.
Okay.
And I know a lot of people think this, and it's funny because people can usually tell I'm from the Midwest, but I really enjoy, like, I answer my phone, I talk to people. People aren't going to be talking to a machine or, hey, send me a text or what, you know what I mean? I like actually have that. I enjoy that part of it. I enjoy the relationship building. So I have really good customer service, and I'm not going to stop till someone's happy.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We're going to get this taken care of. If it's a picture that the client doesn't like, or very rarely, every once in a while, you get somebody that says, "Well, I think you ought to put you should put a rug here or put a rug there," and then you have to explain why you don't put that there. But overall, I always tell the realtor, "Hey, we're going to get this house sold in the first weekend that it's on the market anyway, and it's going to be a moot point, so let's just go with it."
You got a guarantee?
So, no. I wish I could, but...
All right, cool. And then, so we talked a little bit about this when you came in, and I know this is probably kind of hard for some people to talk about, but why do you feel like it is that you feel so called to this? Why is it that you feel like you're so passionate about this? You know what I mean? Because we kind of talked about why.
I think it's really bizarre, and it's kind of hard to put it into words to explain this, but I was actually just with one of my clients yesterday, and it's funny, the first time she contacted me was because she wanted me to help her. She was moving into a new home, and she wanted me to help her pick out paint color. Okay, that's how our entire relationship started.
Yeah.
I ended up doing their walk around with them for their new house, pointing out things. They were, this was their first time, so I'm like, putting their blue tape places and stuff. They're like, "Who are you?" And because I felt like I need to help these people. They're going to make some mistakes here, and there were some pretty costly ones. Yeah. So we were walking around doing that, and then we started decorating like we would do this room, and then as their budget allowed, we would move on. Well, then they ended up selling that house, bought another house. So I'm with them all along the way, and it's funny because their realtor actually laughed at me, and he's like, "They won't make a decision without you, Shelly." When they were going to look at houses, they wanted me to come with them so that I could tell them, like, "Oh no, this could be this way. This is fine. This isn't a deal breaker." So just saying that's what's
That's
it's
so
just
cool.
It's all about that passion, and you genuinely care for people, and when you genuinely care for people, that's what makes a difference. And that my whole reason for telling you that story was that client always laughed, and she said, you should write a book, you should be a counselor, or you know what I mean,
or
so
a podcaster.
Exactly. So because that was the funny part, because whatever the issues were, I was able to calm people down and be like, it's fine, this is what we do, or you guys, it's paint, this is not a big deal, this can be painted, let's focus on this, So I really feel that my sense of caring and my sense of I just genuinely like people.
Yeah, and you're taking what could be arbitrary or opinion. You're kind of saying, hey, look, and you're attaching expertise to that, saying, hey, look, this paint actually doesn't matter because I can make it work.
Yeah.
Versus, oh wait, no, that actually does matter. Let's put let's put a poster over it.
Yeah.
Or not a poster, right? Like, let's put something nice over it. And so really I feel like that's awesome because especially when it comes to arbitrary. I know our creative directors on the other side of this camera here. We sometimes have those moments where we go, that video or that image is great, but we have to test it. We have to see if it does well in the community, and unfortunately, we don't have the long-standing running where we can say, yeah, definitively this works before we even do it.
Right.
We know it works, and so with that experience, it's like you don't have to wait for another. You don't have to wait for multiple offers or it to kind of come off the market a little bit, and then it's like that's what you're talking about. Just kind of out the gate. This is gonna do well. So that's awesome.
It's fun.
Let me ask you. So if I was a realtor, let's say, or as people that are listening to, most of them are. What is something that you want them to know about you? What is something that you want them to know about maybe you or your business? What is it specifically that you would love to kind of share with everybody here?
So basically with me, I'm not just coming in and doing a cookie cutter staging. I honestly, again, like I said, this is about relationship building. This is about me coming into a home, not saying, yeah, let's go through and do a complete full staging. It may be, I feel like that, obviously this is a dining room, but this outdoor area out here, you need to set the stage and let people see that outdoor Florida lifestyle, So it's not like I'm literally looking at each house as an individual.
Yeah.
Realtors call and say, how much does it cost to stage a house?
Yeah.
Let me come see the house and let me take a look, and I can give you A, we could do this, or B, we could do this.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind when you call me. You're calling on my experience. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to tell you what I feel. I've talked myself out of jobs before.
Yeah.
I go into a house and I'm like,
right.
listen, I can stage this house, but I'm telling you right now, if you paint the inside of this house, it's going to be about the same amount of money, and you're going to get a better return on your investment. So, you know what I mean? And that's how I feel that's what sets me apart. That's what makes things different, because I honestly care.
So tell me, let me ask you, what is like kind of that one story that that kind of hero's journey where you're able to really help a client or help a realtor sell a home maybe quickly, or really, I'll just leave it up to you. What was kind of your favorite story maybe?
Well, it's actually I'll tell you two real quick, okay?
Cool.
Number one is I had a realtor that called me and he's like, Shelly, I've had this I'm taking over a listing. The house has been on the market for almost a year. The homeowner has been, willing. When you get higher priced, ones, sometimes they're a little less willing to do things. So he said, come in and tell me what you think. First thing I did was told him, what he needs to paint, and let me stage it.
Yeah.
And the homeowner's like, I don't know about all that. Jeff said, trust me. So we went in, painted, staged it, and the house was under contract in like less than 7 days.
Wow.
And it's like, come on, people know what they're talking about. So then yesterday, it's kind of funny. This kind of shows the other part of what I do in my business as well, besides just staging vacant homes. I laugh and say that I performed an exorcism on a house yesterday, because that's what it seemed like. Okay. But bless this lady's heart, she called me on the realtor called me and said, hey, please call this client. Let's see what we can do. Go by, take a look. Went by on Sunday, took a look at this townhome, and I'm like, okay, so wait a second, because this house looks like somebody, the TV was on. Ooh. I was like, this house looks like somebody's still living there, right? Yeah. She goes, I know, I don't understand that. And I'm thinking, so I called the lady and she explained that she has a child, he's in his 30s or whatever, but he has special needs or whatever, but she thought he was ready to move out on his own. Bought him this townhome, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, townhome. Yeah. And it's really, a cool property, but literally everything in the house. 25 cases of water, like all this stuff everywhere. You have to go on my website. You have to take a look. Not on my website, but on my Facebook page, and look at the pictures, the before and after pictures. You're gonna be like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So anyway, I talked to her on Monday and said, okay, this is what I think we need to do. And she's like, Shelly, can I just pay you and you just do all that for me? And I'm like, okay, so you want me to have movers? She basically wanted me to take everything in the house, send it, I hired movers, take it to a storage facility and just have it on the storage facility, and she met them there. She didn't come into the house. She didn't ask for pictures to see what I was going to do. So basically in 5 hours, I took an entire townhome, had it in the back of a truck, fully loaded back of the truck, and had the entire house staged. And then, me and my assistant, we actually cleaned it too for her. So it's not, don't get any ideas, because I don't do that often. But so basically it was funny because my assistant and I, we were done, we went to an early dinner and we're like, I think we just performed an exorcism on home. But it's super cute, and I'm excited because professional photography is being done today. So I'm excited to see how quick it sells.
I would love to see this before and after.
Oh, you should. Yeah, go on my Facebook. You got all of you out there. You can go on my Facebook, Restyled Spaces. My website is restyledspaces by Shelly.com. Okay. And give me a call, 407-579-0405. I'd love to talk to you.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you so much.
Yeah, it was awesome. Let's do this again.
Yes, of
I have
course.
lots of stories.
Okay, yeah.
Lots of stories.
We'll do a whole segment.
Yeah.
Just Shelly stories.
Stories.
All right. Well, hey guys, everybody at home, thanks for watching. I hope you guys got a lot of value at this. If you have any questions for Shelly or myself, please comment down below. And if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and like or share this or subscribe, and we'll be happy to see you around next time. Thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.